Hi, so this is a story time about how I almost didn't graduate from uni. I was a nursing student and I was in uni for 5 years. So you can imagine the amount of trials and tribulation I had to go through. So for the purpose of this story, we're going to call the first girl Bibi and we're going to call the second girl Tope. Yeah, because there are two girls majorly involved in this story. In my 500 level, I was barely ever in school, and it wasn't really a big deal for me because I've always been pretty smart. And the higher you get when you're in uni, the less courses you do. So at that point, I think we only had like 5 courses. So I was like, why not, and let me just chill, spend less money, only come to school when I need to, and all of that. People in my uni never liked me. I don't know what that is about, but I've always noticed that it's either people like me or they hate me. But I think it's more about your aura, and people are just affected by your authenticity. The fact that I wasn't coming to school was actually hurting a lot of people. Me not coming to school is hurting someone else. Do you know how crazy that was? I actually didn't know that this thing was hurting a lot of people, but refused to believe that it was. So exam period was coming up, and our school, they usually take attendance very seriously. If you don't have 75% attendance, if the class happens 7 times, you have to have attended the class 4 times. I personally believed that I had attended all my classes at least 4 times, because I'm not just a student that just comes to school, doesn't take school seriously. No, if there's a class, I'm going to be there. I'm not saying I'm going to be there all the time that there is a class, because lecturers even cancel their classes most times. So I'm just saying that most times that we did actually have class, I was there. A lot of lecturers started coming out and saying that if you don't have 75% attendance, you're not going to be allowed to write the exam. And I was like, okay. Then people are now speculating. Some lecturers were even telling some people outrightly that you're not going to write my exam. You don't have up to this attendance. There are people that have not even attended your class for a single day. And I haven't heard you say that they are not going to write your exam. But me, like, that was when it started dawning on me that this is actually something serious and I could actually not write my exam. So the day of our first paper was coming up, and I think it was one of the lecturers that was threatening people that won't write his exam. So when we came for the exam and everything, they didn't let us in. Now finally allowed us in, and this was a paper that was supposed to take 45 minutes for 100 questions. They now allowed us in when I think 20 minutes had gone by. So that means we only had 25 minutes left. Or please help me, I don't know maths. We were